We are 5 Live. I'm Bobby T.
And I'm Martin.
And today we're going to check out some of these new WWE figures.
Yeah, I just want the headband.
Alright, so we have a couple really fun figures here. This is some of the newer stuff that has come out over the last few months. I'm sure you've seen the stuff online. It really is starting to kind of be in the store a little bit more. It's a little easier to find, depending on your region, because I'm discovering Bayley's not so easy.
No.
Down, apparently, I'm hearing from our friend Matt, that down in, what's Matt's?
Orlando.
Yeah, he's in Orlando. What's his Twitter handle? Matty Irish.
There you go.
He's one of our followers, and we follow him on Instagram, so give him a look. He's big into wrestling.
He's got
lots
a huge
of pops,
pop collection now.
massive pop collection. So anyway, though, I'm discovering apparently that if you're in Orlando and you want a Bayley figure, you're probably not going to get it. That it has like a territory feel to it.
Yeah, she tends to sell pretty quick because, which makes sense. NXT does, obviously they're based in Orlando. They do a lot of house shows around Orlando. So the region grew up with her. And, it makes complete sense. And also, they probably don't view as the constant and deep burial that she's been doing on
they don't.
roster.
They're just pretending that didn't happen.
Yeah.
So these are probably some of the rarer figures out there right now. Some of the stuff that might be a little harder to find. The Finn right around SummerSlam. Actually, this is. We'll start with Finn. This is his getup from last year's SummerSlam.
Yep.
He comes with actually the red belt. I believe he was the second figure to come with the red belt. The first one was a KO that came with the red table that they originally had it on after he had won it and lost it at last year's. Well, won it and had to give it up the next night after SummerSlam.
No, I'm impressed.
But it's a really great figure. I think they did a really good job with all the writing on the back. When you get this out of the package, you can actually see he's got the eyeball and everything on the back. Also, all the individual writing on the legs and everything, the Demon King writing.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
It's really nice. They did a pretty good job on that.
Yeah, they definitely did an awesome job. The face sculpt isn't too weird, which you never know. It's a real hit or miss job on those.
Well, with the Finn, he's interesting because I think they've only done 2 or 3 head sculpts, and they're all pretty well played down because he's a pretty calm dude for the most part. He's mostly going to smirk or give a grimace. So that one, I believe, and I may be wrong, leave this down in the comments, I think that was a Toys R Us exclusive, possibly. I don't think I've seen it anywhere else except for Toys R Us. But keeping in the vein of Bayley and really NXT and all of last year, this figure is the NXT Takeover Bayley, and it's a pretty awesome figure. It really is just a rehash of the first Bayley, but this particular figure comes with the buddy.
Yeah,
the
comes
wacky
with
waving inflatable.
Yeah, the Bayley buddy. Which is actually you think about it, that actually makes complete sense as to why they would do that.
Yeah, so now what's cool is the whole line.
Beforehand.
What's really cool is that the entire line, each figure comes with an inflatable buddy.
That's cool.
The Elites come with a full one, but the basic figures that they had made, which had KO and Sammy, I believe Joe and Hideo Itami, No Way Jose, and
Austin?
Almost. No.
Okay.
Austin Aries was an Elite. The other ones weren't. They come with half of a buddy.
Okay.
So I think it's if you get KO and Sammy, that makes the yellow one.
Gotcha.
But if you get enough of them, you have a full set of them. Really great idea. I love the build a figure. Always have. They've mostly just done like a one-off accessory with the Elites. So it's cool to see they all go together to make something real, even though it's only for one figure.
Right.
It's not like when they do. We'll move on to this AJ Styles as an example. This AJ in particular, it's the all black layout. Looks more like the club version of him. And his accessory is a hood.
Yeah.
And he comes with a little stand up that is it's a boiler room diorama. Like, who the hell's ever going to use that? But you will use these. And this is a good figure. They did a different face sculpt on him. From the first figure, the first couple figures, he had a closed mouth. He still had the mom hair, but this is more clubbish. So it's a little bit later. You have to remember, with toys, there's a 9 to 11 month period that it takes to produce the toy. So when they made that, that's what was happening.
Right.
So it just over time, obviously, this evolved. So another one that's out there, and I was very happy to get, kind of had to run out and grab it almost immediately once I heard it was out there, was this. The Club.
Yes.
Speaking of.
Yes. First time in the line, Carl Anderson and Luke Doc Gallows.
I believe that is Chad Too Bad and Tex Ferguson.
I
got this Mickey Mouse shirt.
he's jealous of that. So they actually, I really do like the sculpt on both of these.
Well, yeah, they did a really good job on the smirk on Anderson's face.
Exactly. Very, very good job. It looks like they just got done calling someone a nerd.
Oh, yeah. Gallows he's got the
Yep.
frown going. He has a Baron Corbin's belly button level frown on his face right now.
See, that's you again. I can't be blamed for this one.
You're okay.
Always blaming me.
Well, I'm blaming you mostly because you go directly for everything else about him. I only go for one thing. And Martin just is like, oh, hey, Baron Corbin, you're fat, you're ugly, your hair is stupid, your song is even dumber.
See,
you just keep...
I've never called him fat. I've called him boring. There's a difference.
Yes. Okay. I won't cut this up either. Well, I can't make fun of that.
Exactly.
So, no, these are really good figures. And as always, with the... with those figures, the battle packs are normally going to be a double. Obviously, you get the two figures, but they're going to be basic figures. So it'll be a single knee, single elbow, ball jointed shoulders usually, but the crotch is going to be it's going to be the square style more times than not. The women do, oddly enough, the female basic figures are built on a body that is articulated it's at the waist and then right under the bust line, so you do get really good movement, but that's something you would normally see in an elite figures, but this is their normal figures.
Yeah.
But then the knees usually are single knees and not the double knee setup.
Yeah.
So your posability is kind of off. But decent figures overall. They're the only ones out there for Anderson and Gallows at this moment.
Which is probably not going to change anytime soon, seeing as how they're essentially jobbers.
Pretty much, but I mean, you put these together and you have more or less that time in WWE.
Yep. And then you put these together.
You put these together and you have the thing we dream about.
Exactly.
All the time.
You get the thing I have lots and lots of thoughts about.
Holy crap. I'm sorry, but I just kind of thought of this too.
Yep.
WWE, can you see this?
We've had discussions.
Can you see it? Well, I'll accept this.
Yeah.
I'll accept this.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah, just something.
Something. So, all right, now that's we'll move on to the Bayley.
This is the Bayley Ultimate Fan Pack.
Now, what's interesting about this is the new style of figure that is going to be aimed more towards girls. It's the WWE Superstars. You see there's a new logo right up on the top there. I think it's also in the front. Yeah, it's up here in the front.
Right, yeah.
And that's the new Superstars logo. This is actually where I think the first time we've seen this logo appear. This line is Bayley, Charlotte, the Bellas, Natalie, Sasha Banks.
Sasha Banks is in it because they advertise it on the back.
Yeah, the other Sasha figure in the 6-inch scale comes with the DVD and the legit boss rings.
They look weird.
They really do. They're a little weird, but it's that style. It's the stylized look. They're going for the cutesier look.
It's terrible.
Hey, my daughter absolutely loves it.
Well, of course
she seeks it out, puts on the headband, plays with the toys. This one actually is for our bootleg hookup down in West Virginia.
Yeah.
His daughter had been looking for this figure since her birthday, I guess, and hasn't been able to find it. I was at the store. There it was.
There you go.
So we picked that up for her. Going to do a little trade for our future What the Hell Is This segments.
For that.
Which are always exciting, especially because the next ones are good.
So as you can see, it's a headband, bracelet, comes with an exclusive DVD with some of her better matches. Hopefully nothing since she came up to the main roster.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
I looked at the disc. I haven't put it in yet, but I don't think there's any main roster stuff.
But what could it be?
Well, yeah, there's definitely the 4 horsewomen 4-way on that mat that, and there's her versus Sasha
Yeah.
And there's one more match. I can't remember the other match. But which brings us to the Sasha Zombies. Now, I do like this line. I also have the AJ Zombie and the Finn Balor Mutant, which is another really cool one. He's like a demon. It's the full Demon King. The other ones available in this line are the AJ Styles, Lesnar, Rollins, which looks really good, actually. Kevin Owens, and the Stone Cold Steve Austin. The Austin's really cool because it has like smoke coming from the eyes, like the clear smoke, but it kind of, the head is elevated up. So like the smoke helps.
Skull.
Yeah, it's really, really cool. So this one I grabbed today at my local Walmart, where I discovered kind of something I'd been suspecting for a while.
Okay.
And that is that the Hamden, Connecticut Walmart, gonna call them straight out, allows, they have a manager who is a straight up skimming scalper. Meaning, I stood back about 15 feet, and this person didn't know they were being watched, and she literally cut a box open. It was an elite box, actually. Pops it open, grabs both AJs, the Mankind, puts them up in a hiding spot. She opens up the Zombies pack, she pulls out both AJs, she pulled out the Sasha Banks, she put that up. She pulled out the Hella from Marvel Legends, she pulled doing it with precision. Cutting, knowing exactly which one it was and pulling out. That is the act of an absolute scalper. So what I did, because I am who I am, I grabbed all of the toys that she was hiding, unbeknownst to her, bought them all, and then returned them to a different Walmart just to screw her. The only thing I kept was this Sasha Banks, because I've been looking for this. And what makes me crazy is, it was there.
Yeah.
I asked her for it.
And she
told me it was not there. So, here we are. And so randomly, if you're in the New Haven area, every like Thursday or Friday, you'll be at like the Brantford Walmart and go, where did all these rares come from? It's because I did this to this person. But that's a cool figure, and actually goes along with what I was saying about, you see the sculpt at the bottom of her shirt where she does moves. That's more of an elite thing. They did a really good job with this. They didn't really have to sculpt too much extra, so you get to keep the figures cheap, and usually we'll get to see more figures in the future the cheaper they keep it. So these are some of the cooler new figures that are out for WWE. There's always more stuff coming out. The new Mankind, I think you may have sent me this, and I saw it in person too. The new Mankind figure, because they're doing the faces of Foley, he's got the mask, and the mask does come off, and he comes with patches of hair that stick onto the head, and you can pull them out and put them in the hand. Such an awesome. The only thing that's missing is a rat.
Yeah.
Like some rats would be, like a little tiny rat would be really good. So definitely keep your eyes out, guys. Nothing here is really that expensive anymore. These are on Amazon. So the Sasha Banks on Amazon, roughly right now, and on eBay is going between $12 and $14. And then it's $20, $20, and $20. And then these two ring in right around $30. Which makes perfect sense. You have just such a great figure here and very well sought after. We also do want to make fun of Matt because he can't get Bayley's. He's a huge Bayley fan and cannot get his hands on any.
He's the one who chose to move to the Orange State.
Sunshine State.
I don't care.
So with the Sunshine State, I am Bobby T.
And I'm Martin. Make sure you click like, share, and subscribe. And remember, as always, Florida is awful.
We are 5 Live. You're on a joke. Hold on. It's kind of, I see what you're doing now, but it was kind of funny because I'm like, and I'm like,
crash into a tree in the way home.
drink a Red Bull and shut up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.